Hi guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and I am going to be taking part in a collaboration. The name of the group is Mommiesaurus. I saw it on Sutton's Days Friends, and the YouTube channel that is putting it on is called My Revival. So you should check all of them out. This is a 100-day challenge, and I'm kind of doing a two-part challenge. I have been wanting to really get into Flylady. I had seen, first heard about Flylady on She's in Her Apron. Kimmy at She's in Her Apron had talked about Flylady and how wonderful it was about getting her life together. Now, I ordered the book, gosh, I know over a year ago. I read it. I thought, this is great. This is wonderful. And had kind of tried to start getting into it, but you know how it is, life gets busy, life gets hectic, and you just completely fall off. Now, a lot of the points that are implemented here, a lot of the strategies are things that I've always been doing ever since I had little kids. I am a list maker. I like to mark things off the list, but I am not necessarily a routine housekeeper. If you walk into my house, it's going to look lived in, most definitely. Some days are definitely better than others. But on the whole, it's pretty clean. Don't look too closely at the baseboards or behind the stove or under the fridge or things like that. But on the surface, it looks pretty clean. And then I throw myself into those cleaning days, especially before the holidays or Christmas or a party, and I kill myself for 2 days cleaning the house top to bottom. And that's how I've always been. So with this method, I'm hoping that I won't be doing that to myself, and that at any time, anyone can come in and open any closet in my house, any drawer, any cabinet, and it will be organized. And that's something I have always strived for and really wanted. So essentially, this plan breaks your house down into zones, and each week of the month is a different zone. And you're constantly on rotation so that at any time your house is clean and your cabinets are organized and your drawers are organized, and you're just rotating through. One of the things that I have always done, and I just kind of changed it over, and I've had this made for a while, sitting on my bathroom counter, is a plan. I've always worked in a very professional setting until just a few years ago. And I've worked in doctor's offices and lawyers' offices and managed apartment complexes. And I always had to be very professional. I had to dress a certain way and look a certain way. And in the position I'm in now, I don't have to. If I wore my pajamas to work, no one would care. I work with my significant other and his brother, and it's a family-run business, and the only people I see during the day are them and maybe the FedEx guy or UPS guy. No one sees me. I'm buried away in a back office. I'm a voice on a phone, except for Fridays when I actually do put on makeup and do my hair, and I go and do errands for the business in town, the banking, and that kind of thing. So I have really kind of slacked off with myself because it's just not mattered. It's not a professional setting. It's professional in the way that we run a business and we run a successful business, but the public does not come into our office, and do not have to have a public face, I guess you could say. So my public face has been going makeupless, my hair in a ponytail, t-shirts, and my boots or my sloggers, because my lunch breaks are most of the time doing laundry, prepping dinner, taking care of animals, and maybe doing a little bit of gardening. So I dress for the work that I do, and I need to get away from that. I need to put a little bit of effort into me because I've become sloppy, and it's easy to do that when you do not have to face the public on a daily basis. So Flylady is all about presenting yourself in a professional manner, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, even if you don't have a job, and your house always being organized and together. So this will be the easier of the two for me to stick with, because I like a clean house. I like organization, and I really need to start working on me a little bit just because it's better all around. I'm sure the guys would rather if I came into the office with a little bit of makeup on and looking halfway together. So that's what I'm going to be doing with Flylady. Check Kimmy at She's in Her Apron out if you have any questions. There's also Flylady videos on YouTube, and I think this is an excellent way to keep your house organized and clean. And my routines, you'll have to forgive me. I just had cataract surgery a couple of days ago, and I have been battling asthma. So if the video clicks out, it's because I'm starting to wheeze and cough, and I have to cut it out for a second. And you will also see me rotating numerous pairs of glasses. Like I said, I just had cataract surgery. I'm still a little bruised and swollen, and I'm having to switch numerous pairs of glasses to be able to see. I can't read my books very well right now because I can't see the print. It's just too small until my eyes even out a little bit. So I'm gonna kind of just try and go through this, so bear with me if it's not 100% because I can't see it. So put on my first strong pair. This is just a old photo frame, and I printed out my lists and put it in here. I've always done things like this for my children, for like their chore lists, for meal plans. I used to have one of these on my counter before my kids had bought me this big chalkboard, and I just had my meal plans, and I used dry erase markers, and I would write on the glass. In this instance, I have my list behind it, and I just mark things out as I do it. And this is what I used to do for my kids' chore list. They each had a chore list, and they could just go with a dry erase marker and they could mark out their chores. So this is a morning routine and a night routine. Dress to shoes. So dressing to shoes can mean a lot of things. For me, that's going to mean getting dressed and actually putting more than 5 seconds of work into my hair and makeup. Swish and swipe my bathroom, which I kind of do that anyway. Start a load of laundry, prep dinner. I do this on my lunch break. Make the bed. I may make my bed twice a week. One is when I put clean sheets on it, and then two, if I just have time. I'm not the last one to leave the bed, so the bed rarely gets made, and I hate it. I really wish we did that more. I'm going to start trying to go back and make the bed on my lunch break. I take care of animals, shine my sink, daily home blessing, and then it says me time. Probably won't be taking much me time in the morning. Sometimes I'll put a book on and listen to a book while I'm just doing things at lunchtime. That's kind of my me time. In the evening, fold that load of laundry, which does not happen in this house. I wash laundry every day. It gets folded in a mad rush when Chris says, hey, I'm on my last uniform shirt. Then I do laundry. I fold it all. Dishes do get done in our house every day. Dinner, of course. Laying out clothes for the next day. When I used to work in a very public office, I had all of my clothes laid out down to the jewelry, the shoes, pantyhose, everything, and I would just take one outfit a day. I'd have a whole week's worth hanging up in my bathroom. I don't do that anymore. So I need to get back into doing something like that. I take care of the animals at night. I do my gardening, and then I need to work on a 15-minute hotspot. So I'll just take my dry erase marker, and I will mark off as I do these things. And then I will work my way through the different zones every week. I already have my day planner, and before I went and did my cataract surgery, I went through and let's see here, I marked it off. I have my zones by the week, and then I have a breakdown of the zone. Like zone 1 is the front porch, the dining room, and our back porch. So I know that this week, that is what I should have been working on for this week, but I'm not going to be starting till next week because I'm not supposed to lift anything more than 10 pounds, and I'm not supposed to lean over, and I have a whole list of things I'm not supposed to do. So come next Monday is when I will be starting this. But I've already gone through and marked at least 60 days in my planner. So I'm that far in. So that is the Flylady portion of things. Next is Trim Healthy Mama. And this is going to start the diet portion. Since I have gotten away from a public setting, my weight has definitely fluctuated. My weight has always fluctuated. I've never been a skinny mini. I have battled my weight since I was 9, and what really got me motivated that I'd actually started ordering books and looking into this before the challenge ever came out was about, I don't know, 3 or 4 years ago. I had started a Facebook page called Dump the Frump. I thought that by having something out there publicly, sorry about that. This post just really hit home because I wrote this 3 years ago. I believe it was right after my daughter graduated high school, and I'll just take pictures of it and include it at the end if anyone wants to read it. My daughter graduated, and I looked around and I was like one of the heaviest parents at the graduation. And now my son is graduating in 2 weeks, and I am once again one of the heaviest parents at the graduation. And I hate it. I really, really do. And 3 years ago, and nothing has changed. I'm still the same. I'm probably like 20 pounds heavier than I was 3 years ago. So I know it's possible to get down and lose the weight. I've done it. It's just keeping it there. So I am going to be doing the Trim Healthy Mama, and this is something that I can do for the whole family, and it won't be just me doing it on my own or me having to cook a separate meal from what I'm feeding the rest of the family. The whole point is it's for the whole family. This is their Trim Healthy Table cookbook. I've gone through and I've marked a few things. There's some stuff in bigger print I'm still having a really hard time seeing, so I know that I'll be able to read these in more detail in a few days. But I have been planning for this already for a couple of weeks, and before the challenge stuff came out. And so I've gone through and I've ordered a few of their special ingredients because I don't want to have any excuse as to, oh, I can't make this, or oh, I can't do this because I don't have the special ingredients. I know that you can do this without the special ingredients listed, but I did go ahead and order, I don't know, 5 or 6 things that they have on their list. Most stuff I already had in my cabinets. I have a very well-stocked freezer, pantry, my cooking cabinet, everything. So I would say 80% of the stuff that they have that they use, I already have. So I went out and bought just a few of the items, like the sweet drops, the baking blend, the glucomannan, a few things like that that are in the books. Not necessarily 100% needed, but I think it'll make my life just a little bit easier. So I've gone through and I have marked the pages. And the whole premise of the diet is not combining fat and carbs together. So you're separating, say, bacon from oatmeal. You're not going to eat the two things together. So this is just where I plan my meals for the week. And I don't really plan breakfast and dinner per se because everyone does their own thing. Let's see if I can see it with these. Okay, so our meal plan for the first week, and this is subject to change. Chris's birthday is next week for one, and I don't know what night we're going to be going out for that as a family, so I know we'll be doing a birthday dinner celebration, and I usually put more items on my list than what I end up making, because if one thing I have extra of, we may eat it 2 nights in a row, or I may take it to my parents. It just depends. So I have pumpkin sausage soup and a salad. This is not in the book, but this is something that I know I can combine and make. So I don't want to throw too many new recipes at the family at one time. Jaden has been asking for taco salad. I'm going to make taco salad. I'm just not going to have any corn chips with mine. So I will have that. There is a cheesy chicken spaghetti squash casserole in there, and in the book, and I'm gonna make that. There's a pizza casserole, and then since I'm gonna have a spaghetti squash to do this cheesy spaghetti squash casserole, And the chicken, I am saving some of the spaghetti squash and some of the chicken out to do a garlic shrimp and spaghetti squash because Jaden does not love shrimp. And so I can pull a chicken breast out from the original recipe after I defrost it, have it to the side along with some of the spaghetti squash, and reincorporate it into another meal. I'm either going to do meatloaf and like a cauliflower mash instead of like a meatloaf and mashed potatoes, or I'll do a cauliflower pie, which is essentially shepherd's pie, but with a cauliflower topping. And then I'll do breakfast for dinner one night. And whether that'll be bacon and eggs or whether it'll be one of the low carb, I guess it's one of the energizing meals, like their waffles or pancakes or something that they have in their book. It'll just depend. I am going to pre-make some breakfast items like ham cups, zucchini tots, waffles. I am going to make egg salad ahead of time. And I have a lot of the ingredients for like antipasta plates, you know, just like olives and meat and cheese and that kind of thing. I'm a bit of a snacker. I have almonds, I have yogurt, I have cottage cheese. So as I make anything that is a specific Trim Healthy Mama dish, then I will definitely try and film that. So this is just our first week. I keep this board up in my kitchen, and so that way the family has a general idea of what we're going to be having. I know I will definitely be sticking to plan a bit more than anyone else. I know Jaden is still going to be doing his Chick-fil-A on Wednesdays at school, and Chris is going to be hitting, they're on the road a lot, the guys, so they'll be hitting fast food or whatever they want to get out on the road. I am going to be the only one that is truly trying to stick to plan. Not to say that there will not be times that I go off plan. My daughter's college graduation, my son's graduation, we have baccalaureate masses, we have graduation parties coming up, we have birthday parties, we have Mother's Day, we have Father's Day. I am going to do the best I can to stick to the plan on a daily basis, but I'm also a realist and know that I may not be able to cook a meal for 30 people and stay on plan. I just had 2 dinners this past weekend. Chris's brother from Connecticut was in, and I did a full Thanksgiving dinner, essentially like a turkey dinner, and then I did a full barbecue dinner. I ate on plan what I could eat, and I skipped what I couldn't, but I made the meal for everyone. So that's kind of what I'm going to continue trying to do. But our dinners, my breakfasts, and my lunches that I have here at the house are going to be on plan. And I'll just try and kind of take you guys along over the next 100 days of the Trim Healthy Mama and the Flylady. And I think if I can stick to both of these, then I can take back our bedroom again, which tends to be the dumping ground for everything that does not have a place in the house, because our bedroom has a door that shuts. So I'm really going to try and incorporate both things in the next 100 days. And if it works well for us, we'll continue doing it. If it doesn't, then we'll be honest and say, hey, this just does not work and we're not going to be able to do this. So I look forward to seeing what everyone else has and getting some videos out there. Still trying to work my way through this book. Now I have the cookbook, and there are tons of recipes on Pinterest, along with other YouTubers that are die-hard Trim Healthy Mama YouTubers. So I am going to take full advantage of the videos and the tips and tricks that they have. So I hope you guys will come along with me on my 100-day journey and that you enjoy the videos. If you like this video and want to see more like it, please give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment in the comment section if you are following along and doing anything else similar, and any tips or tricks you may have. All right, guys, I hope you're having a wonderful day.